as someone who grew up as an introvert, you know, with my life experience, all I've seen is disadvantage. All I have seen is people perceiving you as someone who's rude, someone who is arrogant, someone who has a lot of ego, and you know, and it has affected my life a lot with getting different opportunities that extroverts did and I didn't. And also, they say that introverts have, they're creative. They are, they have unique talents, this and that. But I don't have none of those. Maybe I'm those one of those exception, or maybe there are few people that, just don't have any fucking talent or are not creative at anything. And it sucks. It sucks because you have a massive disadvantage being an introvert, because you just don't speak a lot. You don't like to speak a lot, and it feels really forced to just try to talk to people you don't want to speak to. Like, you know, extroverts like to speak to people. They love that shit. I don't, but I have to do that shit forcefully. There's so many things in life that I do forcefully. Even the work that I do for making money, like that shit is forceful. I don't get pleasure from that, and I'm trying to find something I genuinely like doing. So you do that, and for that you just try your best to just be a good worker, I guess, for the office, to get your minimum wage. And at the same time, you have to act like an extrovert to actually get connections, this and that, to have a deep connection with somebody, I guess, to even have some sort of a romantic connection, or maybe just having friends. In general, having friends, I feel like, is always an advantage. Even if you have fake friends, it's always to have people around you, because all people are not fake. And so with that, extroverts, I feel like they have a lot of advantage to themselves. They will have, like, by speaking to maybe 1,000 people, they'll come across a decent amount of nice people that will help them in their life. And as I've grown up, I used to think, I'm a lone wolf, I'll do things by myself, this and that. But as you grow up, you kind of realize that you need people. You need people to operate in life, to make things better. And they're useful, and you have to be useful. All those, like, you help them, I help them, they help me, those kind of things, right? So I think it is really necessary to have friends. And being an introvert, it is really tough to do that, because I just, at the first point, like, I don't like to speak with people a lot, especially not to people that I don't like to speak with. The people I just don't like, I just don't speak with them, and that is a massive problem as an introvert. And because of that, it creates a lot of issues, it creates a lot of problems. And you just kind of left alone, because you got to think about things, because, like, if you don't have connections in this world, like, you are kind of just in a bad place, or you don't talk about yourself, or just speak confidently about things. Maybe there's some people that they just can't speak when it's time, but I'm not one of those people. Maybe I'm also shy, maybe that's one of the reasons. But like they say, closed mouth don't get fed. And this is why, as an introvert, you also lack. You just have given yourself a massive disadvantage over opportunities in life, because you don't speak a lot. And if you are introvert, and you can speak in those particular things where it's needed to be spoken, then you're good. Then it's okay. But if you're someone who struggles with that, does not really like to just speak about themselves, this and that, or like self-market themselves, which is a good thing. I used to think that was a really cringy thing to do, but over the time I realized, if you actually have to, kind of get ahead in life, you have to actually self-market yourself. So yeah, right? So it's one of those things. Also, coming to the creative, oh, introverts are creative, this and that. Like, I'm one of those people. I just don't have anything to just, you know, I just don't have that, right? And it is tough. It is really tough to just be in a situation where like you just out there thinking, oh, this guy's good at this, the other guy's good at something else. What am I good at? Fucking nothing. So it's a massive problem. It's a massive problem. At the same time, if you have problems like lack of consistency and all of those sort of things, it just makes life even tougher. And I kind of force myself nowadays to speak or interact, hoping that it might become second nature to me, or I kind of keep it as like a skill, I guess. I don't know. I try to do that. I've kind of improved my you know ability to actually just interact with people, all people, right? But it's tough sometimes. It is actually hard. It just feels like a lot of work that is necessary. You get drained. Your pause, but like it is kind of draining. You just feel like the battery percentage of your brain is just kind of going down. And yeah, I think it's one of those things that is um, it is lacking, and hopefully over time it actually improves. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share today.